What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan Chain V-Bar snow tire chains on our 2020 Toyota Tundra. This is a ladder pattern style chain, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult to connect, meaning we do have a connection around back. That's not the easiest to do, but since we have so much clearance between the bottom of our pickup and the ground, it's not going to be too difficult. One thing I really like about these is this is pretty much the most aggressive type of chain you can get. We basically have all of the traction a twist link would give us, but we have these big V-bars on top of there. So this is going to be extremely aggressive. So if you're in the really heavy, deep snow, ice, maybe a little bit of mud or something like that, these are really going to dig in. So if there's really light conditions, this might maybe damage the actual ground that you're driving on. So if you're on asphalt or stuff like that, be wary because these are going to tear into it. Other than that, one thing I don't necessarily love about it is the fact that we have to grab something separate to make these work. We do need a rubber tensioner. Some you don't have to grab one, and some of them actually come with it pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about losing it. With this one, you got to grab it, which isn't a horrible thing. It's not like it's going to damage our reels or anything like that. Our rims are going to be protected, and of course all of our chains around here aren't even getting close. So if that's something that you kind of get a little nervous about, don't be. It's going to be totally fine. These will get extra traction, and of course they are going to wear away relatively evenly. They are made of a steel construction, so they are going to not rust away over time. One thing that isn't my favorite part about them is the bag that it comes in. It's a canvas bag. It will eventually rip and tear over time, but it is going to last you through a couple of different winter seasons. They do come in a pair of two, so if you want to put them on the front, great. Just grab one bag. You have one for each side, but if you want them for all four, you just go ahead and grab two different bags. Done deal. All in all, it's a relatively easy installation process. Not the easiest, but let's go ahead and go over it with you now. First things first, what we want to do is lay out our chains, make sure there's no tangles or anything like that. And once we do, all we got to do is grab the chains in the middle and drape them over the tire. We want to make sure they're nice and even, and we don't want these chains to be in front of our wheels. So once we kind of situate these to where we want them, where they're nice and even, then we're going to go around back and make our first connection. On one end, we're going to have some extra links, and on the other, we're going to have a little hook. Connect the two. There's going to be the best link for the best fit on these tires, so I highly suggest doing this in your garage first, so we don't have to figure all this out when we're laying in snow. Just a tip. But I'm going to go ahead and meet you around front to make our second connection. So for our second connection around front, it's going to be kind of the same deal. We're going to have a lever here. So these tire chains fit a wide range of different tires. This is going to be probably the biggest of them all, just because it's extremely tight. So we're going to put it through the end link, grab this little lever, and then get it hooked into that spare link on the other end. But we're not done yet. Now we need some rubber tensioners. So this is what the rubber adjuster looks like. You can just go ahead and scroll down on that webpage that you're on. It should be in the relative parts section of that webpage. So the only thing we need to do is just make sure we're making the hooks come outwards. And then we want to be as symmetrical as we can whenever we're hooking these up, just to evenly distribute all of that pressure throughout the chain and the tensioner. And one more step, the easiest of them all we got to do is just go in and drive over them a couple times, come back out, check, make sure it's still nice and tight, and if so, we're ready to hit the road. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Titan Chain V-Bar style snow tire chain on our 2020 Toyota Tundra.